Good morning. An interesting question, but a very challenging question, and I don't know how to answer it honestly, so I'm going to think on the spot. Let me read it to you. I would love to know your thoughts about our souls. Is it something that belongs to us, or is it a state that we return to? Is it our supreme oneness? I like the words, our supreme oneness. Okay, let's start with the word belong. Belong. I think the word belong, as in possession of something, this belongs to me, this belongs to you, is very artificial and humanly created. Nothing belongs to anybody and everything belongs to everybody. It's like nature is like communism. It's all ours and it's all theirs and we're free to use it. This is why the best cure from possession, the feeling of possessiveness, is understanding that you cannot own anything and at the same time you own everything. You can't own a person. We love to label people my husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my S-type man, my dog, but when you think about it, what makes it yours? You can live in your house because you feed it, yes, but it doesn't make it yours. The woman can stay with you because you treat her nicely and you make her happy, but it doesn't make her yours. When you separate, it doesn't make her not yours. So once you understand the dynamic that nothing comes to you and goes away from you, that it's all yours. This tree is yours, it's mine and yours, and so is this house. And land documents or a car ownership paper is something very much superficial and created by ourselves to make more suffering, to make more trouble, to make us feel more possessive, to cling to objects, because these are my ownership papers. Nobody can steal it from me, nobody can take it from me. I can sell it and get something back for it. But when you think about it, what if you die tomorrow? What's going to happen to all these things that you consider yours? This is my cell phone, my tablet, and my chair. Well, this is not my chair. I'm renting this chair with the house, so this isn't really mine, so I can mistreat it and scratch it and not care about what happens to it. And this is what we do to the objects that are not ours, to people that are not ours. They're not our daughter, our mother, our wife. So we don't need to make them happy, we don't need to make them smile, right? Okay, let's get back to there is no ours and there is no theirs. It's all ours and nothing is ours at the same time. So yes, it is oneness. I think the best way to understand this is to contemplate on the saying that you come barehanded and you leave barehanded. And this is a translation from Korean. I don't know if it sounds like that in English. You come with nothing in your hands and you leave with nothing in your hands. So nothing really belongs to you. And even this body, it's a temporary thing. Now, back to our soul. We've discussed the word belong. The body, the soul, does not belong to us. There is no us. We are the soul. And the body is just a convenient shell for the soul. A little coffin, a little house, a temporary house, just like this. The soul. And this is only Lena logic and Lena opinion. I think there is only one soul. One big soul. It's in all of us. It's in you. It's in me. Now it can leave certain bodies. It's a very smart soul when it understands that the body is no longer suitable for use, i.e. very sick or damaged in an accident. The soul leaves the body. It abandons the body, just if you would leave the house. If there comes a strong hurricane and takes the roof off, you understand, okay, well, this house is no longer livable. I don't want to stay here, I'm going to move. And this is what happens to the soul. And you can't blame the soul for leaving. It's not sad, it's just a natural process. So when you see somebody just had a motorbike crash and is lying on the road with the leg like that and an arm like that and the head split in two, you can't blame the soul for leaving that body, because the body is no longer usable. It will not recover to its full ability or even half of its ability. And if it can recover, the soul can predict that and stay in the body. Same with the disease. If the body cannot function properly, the soul will leave it. And that soul is your soul, and my soul is our soul, that moves from here to there to there. It's in all. It's in the trees, it's in the grass, in the water, it's everywhere. Whatever has life in it, whatever functions, and all the bacteria, all the little shellfish, all the dogs, all the flowers, they have life. And it's there, and that life is your life. Life is what is your soul. Is this getting too philosophical and complicated? Wait, we're getting further with this. Where are we gonna go? So I'm prepared to answer this question. You know, you just sent it, and it's still morning. I'm still in the yoga mood. Arms up, arms down, and haven't really turned on my brain yet. Come on, brain, wakey wakey. Oh, okay. The brain is waking up slowly. Right, did I just say that there's only one soul in all of us? Yes, that is true, and we call it life. And it's a beautiful thing, because it is always changing. There is no stillness about it, and it creates. It's the force of creation. It creates beautiful trees, beautiful flowers, beautiful people. It creates words, music, art, whatever. Without life, it is not possible. It's in the wind. It's in the soil. It's in the water. Just if you look at water crystals or ice, it is beautiful, and we love it because it's part of us, just like we love our bodies. When we look at ourselves, oh, that is one beautiful girl, or when you look in the mirror you think, oh, that is one handsome guy. But the worst enemy of us is separatedness. Did I pronounce it right? The feeling of being separate from everything. That is something that makes us suffer, that makes us depressed, that makes us feel lonely, alone, and unloved and not loving. The feeling that he is a totally different person and we have nothing in common. And the tree is in no way connected to me. So I can harm it, I can cut it down, it's not me. We don't see the connection. When you fail to see the connection, you cut yourself from life. You cut yourself from life and love and circulation. And our mental power is very, very strong. When we believe that we are all one, we open our channels, we open ourselves to the flow of love, the flow of energy, the circulation. It can come from flowers. You see a beautiful flower, what emotion do you have inside you? Wow, it's beautiful. Oh, it smells so nice. This is love, and it comes from the other you, because you have the same soul. It manifests in different ways. When you look at a puppy, oh, such a cute puppy. When you realize that you are one, it's like looking at your own hand. What a beautiful hand. What a cute puppy. What a beautiful flower. What a nice blue ocean. That is part of you as well. Nice goldfish. How it wiggles its tail and swims. What nature has created, what you have created, this is all yours. You are the God. There is no supreme power. You are the supreme power. I am the supreme power. I don't differentiate between the word you and I, because it is the same. People who are mostly about I, me, they are the people who do separate themselves from everybody else. Who raise themselves above everybody else. On the forum, in my no list, you would have, if you read it, you would have seen one of the no's is looking down on other people. Why? Because that is separating yourself from other people. Yes, you might be intelligent in certain areas, you might be better, but that is your standard of judging people. You're not a good fisherman, not as well as he is, and you don't have a sense of smell as good as a dog. So you are not above anybody and not below anybody. You are just part of everybody, and certain strengths in certain people, that is natural. You can't bloom like a flower, you can't grow as tall as a palm tree, you can't jump like a rabbit, you can't smell like a dog, you can't speak Korean like Lena or Thai, but you can't speak French and German. So your strengths are your strengths, and you are above people in that area, but you are not above people in other areas. So there is no reason to raise yourself above the crowd and separate yourself by saying these are uneducated, stupid people, and these are people who do not know why they live on this planet. They seem to be absorbed in minor matters and do not think above what they have for dinner. Surely there are those sort of people, but that is the mass, and you are part of the mass. You are just the thinking part of the mass. Just like in your body, there is the hands that do things, and there is the brain that thinks for the hands to do things. If the body has only the brain, it can't do anything. So if you are the brain, you are no better, no worse. Because if you are the brain but don't have the legs to walk, what's the point of being the brain? What are you going to accomplish? You need the hands, you need the legs. So some people are the legs of the society, and some people are the brains. But legs are nothing without the brain, and brain is nothing without the legs. We exist together. We have our different strengths. You are not to look down on other people, not to look up to other people either. The only reason when you can look up to a lady here is when you assume that she will be the supreme to give you the feeling of control. And that is normal. It doesn't make her better than you. It doesn't make her higher than you in any way unless you put her there consciously and accept that position. She wasn't born there. You put her there. You put me in that position, in the position above you. When you are down, looking up at me, to bring you balance, to give you motivation, to give you the feeling of being controlled that you crave, to accomplish something in your life, for yourself, for other people, for me. Back to the soul. Yes, it is part of our oneness. It isn't part of our oneness, it is our oneness. This is what we are connected by. This life. This is what unites us. You're alive, I am alive. And we are slightly different in the way we look. Although you and I are very similar, the tree and me are looking quite different. But there is life in the tree, there is the cycles, there is the growth process, there is all the same processes. The sun, it needs the sun, it needs water, it needs some nutrition from the land, right? It needs love. You send the basil vibes of love and it grows faster, and this is my belief. But if I believe it, I see it happen. And this is the power of belief. But too much? Okay, well, something to think about. Today was a little bit different, not so practical. I love questions that are outside the box, that are abstract, and that nobody can say, well, I think you're wrong with this. Because there is no proof. And this is only what Lena chooses to believe. And there's a billion other people who choose to believe different things. Whatever we do believe is true to ourselves. And telling other people that they're wrong and what they believe is a crime. Let them believe whatever they like to believe. And perhaps something from what they believe will challenge your beliefs and make you grow by thinking about what you can add to your belief, to your theory of life, to your theory of existence and purpose of you being here on this planet. I better go to the kitchen before the rat eats my breakfast again. Maybe I should make little rat balls and put them on the floor somewhere in a convenient place next to the entrance, so that the rats don't have to go on the table and on the fridge to steal all the fruit. And then they will procreate and make lots of little rats. Cute little rats. And we'll need more food. And rats, they make babies really quickly, don't they? But this isn't about the rats. This is about souls. Okay? Bye.